Hello, Second Family. Just as we promised many months ago, your church has maintained the highest commitment to the health and safety of our congregation and the broader community. We have taken seriously the words of Matthew 25, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these, brothers and sisters of mine, you did it for me." Beginning in March, for several months, we honored this call by embracing our mission to be sent or deployed as ambassadors for Christ. We were apart, yet we remained the body of Christ united. Then, beginning in September, for 2 months, we found faithful and responsible ways to be the body of Christ in person, worshiping on Sunday in the physical space of our sanctuary. And now it is time for us to once more begin again, because it is the most faithful decision for us as the body of Christ to most responsibly care for the vulnerable among us and honor the wise voices guiding us. Because we have seen God's love sustain and walk with us throughout this long wilderness. Effective this Sunday, we will move Sunday worship to online only. But I want you to hear this. What we will not do is lose hope now. The reality of the situation we are facing is deeply daunting. Faith in this time is hard. Choosing to trust in the face of uncertainty often leaves us with more questions than answers, but hope finds the tiniest crack through the darkness. Hope lingers just long enough for us to grab a hold and believe. If ever there was a season to believe, to look ahead with anticipation, to cling to the reality of hope, it is now. This is the call of every follower of Jesus Christ. As surely as we are called to care for the least among us. Did you know that in the last 6 months, engagement and worship with Second has reached all-time highs? Did you know that nearly every Sunday we have more live viewers watching than we do total capacity in our sanctuary, even when we are shoulder to shoulder in this space? God is at a new work among us, and our part is to hold faith, to stay engaged, to believe that hope will not disappoint. For how long will we take this path? Right now, my heart is anchored in the coming hope of Advent. With discipline and faithfulness, I want to fully invest in this sacred journey, this holy story. I want to dedicate my spirit to this work. I think God is calling me in that direction, and I invite you to join me. So rather than set another start date, we will seek to rest, to be still, to be patient in the message of Advent, to prepare for the coming of the Christ child. I think God is waiting for us in that sacred space. And while we seek that reverence, we will still do so with poinsettias and candles, the beauty and majesty of the music that makes this season bright, the message of God's incarnation that still brings hope to this weary world. You will witness that holiness, the holiness of Advent come to life at Second. You will feel it, you will know it. This house of God will hold its beautiful traditions no matter our distance, and through videos and messages, photos, virtual concerts, and more, we will bring Advent to your home this year. And know that when it is right for this body of Christ to gather in person, we know how to do that effectively, faithfully, and well. We began that journey on September 27th. Ushers, greeters, and many of you helped us. And when even the least among us can safely join in person, we will do it again. Did you know that at Advent, the Christian calendar begins again? That strikes me this year perhaps more profoundly than in years past. The prophet Isaiah telling us that God is doing something new. Paul writing that trial, perseverance, faith, and hope are packaged together. So this Advent, I'm going to lean into the call of discipleship. Not driven by doubt or fear, but by trust. Trust in the God who 2 millennia ago brought hope into a world of chaos and fear. The God who can bring hope again. Join me on this journey. Choose to seek the hope that awaits all God's people. Together, united as the body of Christ and anchored in a deep and trusting knowledge of God's enduring love, I believe hope can and will carry us forward. I invite you to believe with me. May the peace and grace of Christ be with you always.